So hey guys, by the way, we have a special guest today that we want to introduce.
Our number one fan. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to the first September edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you tonight?
Really warm.
Yeah, me too.
Super, super warm.
Yep.
It's really hot today.
It is, as we say here in Boston, a scorcher.
Scorcher.
And that is my one attempt at a Boston accent.
Thing is, I'm really lazy on getting air conditioning.
You
for
are
this
lazy.
room. I could get air conditioning, but I don't.
You are
I'm lazy.
Yeah, you are very lazy. That is.
So that's why I have this guy. So I'm just gonna have him go on my face for the whole episode. So I will be the fan man. Yes, that's
The
how you guys
fan
know me.
man king. The fan
But anyways.
man. So anyway, yeah. Before we completely get off on tangent, so for tonight's episode, what we wanted to do is we sort of wanted to take a look back at some games or performances in either our personal history or the history of our favorite professional sports teams that may have not gotten the way that we would have liked. Some games that sort of stand out in terms of, just results that we wish could be taken back. And what we want to do is we sort of want to look back at games that, like, if we could go back, if we invented time travel, games or results that we would go back and change.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that you could pick for this list. But, yeah, exactly. So, Kyle, why don't you lead us off tonight? What sort of games come to mind for you when you think of results that, if you could go back any time period, personal or professional, and change, what kind of games stick out for you that you would aim for, so to speak?
Well, it's funny. I can't think of a whole lot of professional ones. I guess maybe it's because I don't keep up with the professional sports as much as this guy, as I'm sure everyone knows by now. And if you don't, then you literally have not watched an episode of this before.
Yeah,
so.
you've either been living under a rock or just have not been watching our.
Or have had lives.
Well, that too, but we try to not go. Yeah, we try not to go there.
I just can't. Anyways, but I guess maybe I'll start with a fresh look because I might have like maybe one or two. I would probably say, I feel like you might have this one too. I'm just gonna kind of go on a whim, but I'm like 50-50 on it. Oh, okay. The Super Bowl last year for the Patriots were definitely like kind of. I mean, it was disappointing, but at the same time, that's why I'm like 50-50 on this, like, because they were so close to winning. I think they could have won it. It would have definitely been something that they were able to do if they, I don't know, if just certain decisions had been
Yeah,
made.
Exactly. If you had, played Malcolm Butler on defense, if you had actually been able to get a stop defensively in the fourth quarter, no big deal, Bill Belichick. But you only kept your best defender out for the entire game in the biggest game of the season. But am I mad? No, I'm not mad at all.
You're not. I can see.
Sorry.
That.
Anyway, continue.
But it's like they definitely could have won it. But on the other hand, to be fair, the Eagles haven't really won a Super Bowl in like forever, right?
They never won.
Or ever. There you go, ever. So. On that side of things, I totally. That's why I'm. This is not like the super most like I wouldn't go out of my way to go back in time 100% to create this, but I definitely recognize that they're.
It's on the list though.
It's on the list because like they could have. They I just feel like the way they lost. It was disappointing. I would have liked to see a game. Honestly, here's the thing. Here's what I would have changed. I would have really honestly changed. I would have changed it so that the both teams are kind of matched evenly. That they lost because both teams were just at it the whole time. They may have lost by just a few points or whatever, like a field goal or something like that.
You basically would have gone back and forced Belichick to play Malcolm Butler.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I would have liked it if the Eagles, even if the Eagles had beaten them, I would have liked it if they had just beaten them in just better odds, you know?
Yeah. I hear you.
So that's really the aspect I would have gone. The outcome's whatever. It would have been great if the Pats won. It would have been great if the Eagles won either way because, you know, when you look at both sides. But I would have at least liked to see it more more even laced, you know?
I hear I agree completely. That's all referred to later. You know, when my turn comes.
The other one, and this is just kind of for silly reasons, I would have liked it if the Cubs had won the 2015 World Series as opposed to the 2016 ones. Why? Because Back to the Future predicted it. Yeah. He saw it coming.
Yep, I knew exactly where you were going with that.
I'm sorry, that would have been perfect. That would have been so wild if that happened.
Buck wild.
Buck wild, yeah, right? or, how about this? Go back in time and changed the movie saying they won
2016.
So it could be like a double kind of... So, yeah, you know, we're doing a little Back to the Future. Like, what if either or happened? Like, that would have been kind of cool, right?
that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, but I just think it would have been just a little bit... That would have been fun. It would have been a fun little kind of trivia match there, you know? But let's see. Personal-wise, this is where it's going to get a little more interesting. I would say, here's the thing. So I played football. For those of you guys who don't know, I played football for 4 years in high school, and honestly, I had a great time. What would have changed? I think I actually would have changed my junior and senior seasons, not just one game, my seasons.
Ooh, okay. I can dig it.
Yeah,
I don't know why I just said that, but
because I just feel like I would have done better under a different mindset. I feel like sophomore season...
Gotta get your mind right, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta get your mind right.
I feel like I would have... I feel like because... I don't know. It's like I feel like I feel like I did okay during junior year, but I feel like that kind of led to senior year. What happened during senior year was I didn't really play very much at all. I played like the first, couple, like first, I played like one or two plays during like the first half of the season of each game during half the season. But then after that, they just didn't put me in at all. And
I feel like part of that was the fact that a lot of those games down the stretch were kind of close. So like.
So yeah, I guess so. They could have put. I feel like they could have I don't know. They could have changed it for some of them. I feel like maybe if I just kind of approached it with a little bit of a different mindset, and also there were certain parts of it where I think as a result I didn't take senior year very seriously. Like there was a moment where this is another thing I would have changed in time too, where we had to sell these like football cards. I mean, mind you, it was just kind of stupid. It was just I don't know. I'm sorry. It was just kind of silly. But they appointed me to be like the leader of like a small group where we would go selling the cards.
Wow, you as a leader? That's interesting.
Well, I mean that's the thing though. I teach now, so it's like kind of more under that mentality.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have. It's like if I would have gone back, I would have done that differently too because I didn't care. I didn't really contact anyone, and I had the wrong person on my team when we were like tallying up the cards and everything. It was kind of like a fun like who can sell which team. Led by a senior can sell the most cards kind of thing. So we were all split in small groups and everything.
Right.
And I feel like I would have gone back under a different mindset as well if I just kind of because I feel like I would have taken more responsibility and actually led the team to led the right people to sell more cards that way. But anyways, it's football card. It's those like little football discount cards you get sometimes. It really meant nothing in the end, so I'm not like super hell-bent on going back in time to change that. But
you can tell Kyle's like really this keeps Kyle up.
It does. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I built a time machine specifically for that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to link up time, and then I'm just going to use... I'll find a way. I'm sure the fan will do it. It'll just...
Yeah. This is our #1 fan right here.
Good one, Robbie. I love it.
I learned from the master.
The punning man. Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, those are really the biggest ones. Track, I did track, but I feel like I wouldn't change track. Even basketball. Phew. My 7th grade basketball. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have changed anything about that. Despite the fact that we got in second, I would have. We were the runner-up champions for our league, but yeah, I guess I would have liked it if we won first place. But what can you do? Hey, we did our best, so. It's not gonna. I'm just gonna keep doing this while you're doing that.
Well, I'm the one in the show that really uses their hands a lot.
There you go.
So you're sort of learning from the master with me.
Perfect. So yeah, that's about it for me on my end. I think so.
All right. Yeah, I think for me, so I have 3 sort of professional ones, and then 2. Sort of personal one. So I'll start with the professional, kind of like what you did. And I'm gonna sort of start right where you started, and that is the last year's Super Bowl. Obviously, the Patriots were so heavily favored going into that game, and the Eagles were playing with their backup quarterback, and just some of the decisions that were made in that game just sort of still to this day don't sit very well with myself and other Patriots fans out there, and it's just very disappointing that we weren't able to pull it out. And so I would like to go back and again sort of make Bill Belichick put in Malcolm Butler to see if that would have made a difference, and maybe go out there and sort of yell at the defense and get them fired up to actually go out and make a play or get a stop that could have won them the game. But yeah, it was just so disappointing. I mean, you just had such high expectations going into the game, and you just thought that they were gonna there was no way that they were gonna lose, and then all of a sudden, they lost. And so I just feel like that would be one of the places that I would definitely stop. Maybe not the first place, but that would definitely be one of the places that I stopped. And then sort of piggybacking off of that, I would definitely go back to 2008, the Patriots-Giants Super Bowl, when the Patriots were 18-0 and lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl to what could have been 19-0, ended up being 18-1. It just was a big-time bummer for everybody in Patriots Nation. I don't get I try not to get too emotionally involved in sporting events, I almost cried after the Patriots lost that game, just because again they were 18-0 and everybody thought they were just going to run all over the Giants and the perfect season, and then they blew it. And I mean, obviously there were some great plays made by the Giants. The helmet catch by David Tyree and all of that sort of sticks with me to this day. But yeah, I really wish I could go back and change so the Patriots pulled out the win there.
Yeah.
Could have been 19-0, because that was a special year, and it really sucked to see it end the way it did. The next one I'm going to do is Red Sox related. As you can see, I have my Big Papi shirt on from David Ortiz's last regular season game. I'm going to go back to 2003, and I would really want to change Game 7 of the 2003 ALCS when the Yankees beat the Red Sox on a walk-off homer by Aaron Boone. After the Red Sox were up in that game 5-2, and then Grady Little, for whatever reason, left Pedro Martinez in way too long, and the Yankees came back and tied the game in the 8th, and then ended up winning in extra innings on a walk-off homer by Aaron Boone. I would just go back to that moment and, make Grady Little take Pedro out of the game and just give it to the bullpen, because I feel like we would have won, and who knows, we could have won the World Series that year.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Instead of the next year. Obviously, we won in 2004, so it made up for it, but it still was very disappointing.
So heartbreaking.
Yeah. Then, all right, so I've done my 3 professional ones. Now I'm going to sort of do my 2 personal ones.
Ooh, okay.
My first personal one is my 7th grade CYO basketball season.
Oh,
my
that's
team,
interesting. We both kind of reference
my
that.
team,
Yeah,
my team went undefeated and made it all the way to the finals against a team from Framingham, and this kid who was like 6'5" and just a freak of nature at 13 years old, and he basically just
I know exactly what he's talking about too.
Yeah, because Kyle saw him the next year. He
I'm
just
just gonna do a flip over you, and I'm the Flash. And
he literally, I wouldn't be surprised if he drove to the game. He was like that. He looked that mature, but like, I wish like if we could go back, like I wish like we had played the game differently. Tried to shut him down in different ways, and like tried to do more to try to get the victory, because it was just tough. I mean, you're one trip to the finals in in your basketball career, and you kind of didn't turn out the way I would have liked. But so yeah, I would definitely go back to that, and maybe accidentally run the kid over or something. No, I'm just kidding. I would have wanted to beat him like straight up. I wouldn't want him to resort to those kinds of tactics.
Now, beat him at the game, right? Beat him at his own game.
Exactly. And then the other one actually is Kyle is kind of involved in this moment as well. Freshman year football, the Thanksgiving game against Needham. Freshman year, because that was the one like Thanksgiving game that I actually got a chance to dress for and be on the sideline for, because I think I mentioned this before, but as freshmen we got a chance to practice with the varsity the week of the Thanksgiving game and like suit up for the Thanksgiving game, and unfortunately it was a tough game. Like it was really close, but unfortunately we lost that year by a touchdown, and I wish I could have just found a way to sort of turn the game in a different direction where we could have pulled it out. But it is what it is. But it would have been nice to win that game. It's sort of that one Thanksgiving experience of actually like being on the sideline. Just would have been nice to
being there
to get a victory. I mean, obviously our freshman team beat Needham, so we were actually the only Wellesley team that year to beat Needham. So that was kind of a special thing. But it would have been nice to get the like real Thanksgiving Day victory over the Rockets. But
that's a good point.
It happens, and you could sort of throw our senior year in there as well.
It's funny. I was just thinking about that. I would have totally gone back, especially because it was
lots of overtime. To the Rockets.
That was
darn you, Rockets. But so that's my 5. I think those are sort of the 5 that really stand out. I mean, there are a lot more I could have chosen, but like those are sort of the 5 that like really take the cake for me. So now I think we're going to do is we're going to go on to our favorite portion of the episode, our monologues. I'm going to start, if that's okay. I love Labor Day weekend for a number of reasons, but one of the reasons is it marks the official return of regular season football.
Yes.
Like, college football started up this past week, and I had a chance to go see my beloved BC Eagles play and beat UMass on Saturday. That was a lot of fun. And then
good.
Sunday and Monday night there were college games as well. And then, obviously, the NFL starts up this week. So it's like, this is like the first weekend. This is like the first weekend, like, that they're, like, for, like, several months of football. Like, you will not have a weekend of no football until, what, like, February.
Oh, wow.
So it's, like, that's pretty cool also. So, yeah, I love Labor Day weekend for many reasons. I mean, you know, it's the 3-day weekend, you know, sort of the end of summer, one last gasp of summer, but also because football season is back and there's always seems to be a lot of fun and exciting games over Labor Day weekend, and and that was for sure the case this year. So Kyle, you got anything for us this year? I mean, this year, well, today.
Agreed.
You know, something.
Agreed, honestly. I love the RA. Actually, I wanted to share, now that we're actually near my video games, I can actually physically show you guys a really cool game I like a lot. So I wanted to share this one really quickly. I don't know if you guys are big Wii fans or not. I mean,
Wii!
Or Wii U. You can actually use this on the Wii U too, which is good, but I found this in my collection as I knocked over my entire shelf full of games before the episode started. But I wanted to share this really quickly. This one's called Wii Sports. It is a really
I have that. I've done that too.
Oh,
yeah.
so you know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I forget, we may have covered this game, I think, on the video game.
I think we did,
episode.
yeah.
We may have, but I just wanted to kind of go over it because that was a little while ago. It's cool because you get to play a whole complement. You got 5 different choices of sports. You got tennis, golf, boxing, bowling, and baseball. Or mostly, I mean, okay, the baseball part is it's more like a home run derby kind of. You don't really get to play the bases as much. You're mostly the batter, but it's cool because it's just you get all these kind of. I can show you a quick little. Oh no, actually, you guys already saw that. But it's just kind of neat because I'm not a huge. I'll be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of like the motion controls and like every game and all that stuff. But I thought they did a really good job. This might be my favorite game that has motion controls when it comes to like the Wii and those kind of systems. So I would highly recommend playing this. Especially all you need is just like the Wii controller, and like they have this little controller called the nunchuck. No, it's not the martial arts weapon that you use, but it's cool. But it's cool. It's like you use both of them for pretty much any sport, like especially boxing. Boxing is the one that actually uses both of them, and it's cool because it does a good job kind of detecting how fast like the punches go in that game. And I think I have to say like the tennis. Is probably my least favorite personally, just because I haven't been able to get used to it right away. But I'm sure it's
I've tried it a couple of times, and it is tough because you like really have to be alert, and like really have to like hit it the exact right way. It's just like it's tough.
Right.
Also, the bowling one, like. Yeah, it's fun and all, but it's like your arm gets really sore when you're done with the bowling.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's one of the best ones, but at the same time, you're right. It kills your arm, just like real bowling.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's pretty good at detecting what kind of serve you're gonna do or whatever. What do we call that in bowling? Whatever. What kind of bowl you're about to.
I know what you.
I know what
you mean. Yeah.
So it does a good job. Like if you swing the remote too high, the ball will just drop on the ground. So it's kind of funny when that happens. You're like, oh, okay, and then there's a redo and everything. So
yeah.
That part's fun. My favorite game, I think, I like the baseball one. The baseball one, I think, is one of the most fun ones, too, because it really does a good job at, detecting, okay, where you get the ball and everything.
Yeah.
My favorite, though, is
your face?
Golf. And the funny thing is, I don't even really play golf in real life, aside from the occasional mini golf.
Yeah. By the way, watch our mini golf series.
Yay.
We're up to 5 episodes now. Or is
fun.
it?
And
yeah.
counting.
Yeah. A lot more coming.
We may do a few more before the winter starts. Before the cold. Or sorry, I shouldn't say winter. Wow, we're not even close to winter yet. I'm just gonna knock on wood because we're gonna get even closer to winter the more I talk.
Yeah.
But Yeah, no, but anyways, going back to the golf part of it, I love the golf.
Hey, you know what?
game.
But for winter, bowling.
We should do
Yeah, I feel like we should start a
Get
bowling
ready.
series in the winter.
Consider this a quick review of the game and a preview of what's to come later on in the show. So, yeah, honest to God, I would say Wii Sports, really solid collection of games, especially the golf. Even if you don't like golf, I think it's a lot of fun. Even if you're not good at real golf, you don't have to be. It's Wii golf. It's Nintendo. Physics don't apply the same way Nintendo as it does in real life, so just play it. It's a good compilation, so, yeah. There you go.
Cool. All right. Awesome. Yeah, go play Wii Sports. I completely concur. You should definitely go play Wii Sports.
Yep. Hopefully you guys still have a Wii. Hopefully not everyone has switched to Nintendo Switch yet. I mean, it's a good system too, but I mean, that game is Mario Kart, which is another good racing game.
Yeah.
I feel like racing. So.
All right. So, that's going to do it for this edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. Again, our first September edition of what are many more to come. So, for Kyle, I'm Robbie, signing off here from our On a Couch studios, or what makes for our On a Couch studios for this particular episode. We will see you next time, everybody, on a Couch Talking Sports. Good night.